Hi guys! Today I'm going to go over questions 6 through 10 of the 2016 AMC8. Timestamps to each individual problem will be included in the description. Question 6 states, the following bar graph represents the length, in letters, of the names of 19 people. What is the median length of these names? Okay, so let's solve this. Names of length 3 happen a frequency of 7 times. So let's write out the number 3 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Names of length 4 happen a frequency of 3 times. So 4, 4, 4. Let's be jazzy actually. Let's write these in a different color. Okay, 4, 4, 4. Heck yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. Names of length 5 happen a frequency of 1 time. Can you see that? Yeah, sure. Names of length 6 happen a frequency of 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Names of length 7 happen a frequency of also 4 times. So 7, 7, 7, 7. So we want to find the median, which is the very middle of all of these numbers. So let's just start crossing out numbers in a way that helps us get to the middle. So let's cross off, let's say 4 on each end. 4 gone over here. Let's cross off another 4 on both ends. 4, 4. Now there are only 3 numbers left, and we can just cross out 1, 1, and the middle is 4. So the answer would be B. It would be B. Sorry. Question 7 states, which of the following numbers is not a perfect square? And then it gives us 5 answer choices, with each to a certain power. So for this, we're going to define what a perfect square is. In my terms, this is not really an official definition, but a perfect square is a base, b, taken to an even power, 2x. This would be what a perfect square is. So we need to find out which of these numbers does not have a, a power, sorry. Which of those does not have an even power? So let's look at all these numbers. First of all, we can just right away cross off this, this, and this. All 3 of those answer choices already have an even power. But what about these 2? Oh God, it looks like, oh no, they're both odd. Oh no. Sorry, I know how to solve this, guys. I don't know why I did that. I'm so sorry. So 4 to the 2019th power. Let's think about this. What is 4? 4 is just 2 to the 2nd power. So another way we can write 4 to the 2019th power would be 2 to the 2nd power to the power of 2019. So another way we can write this would be 2 to the power of 2 times 2019. So we know that because of just basic power rules, or just basic exponent rules. I should have been using exponent all along. I'm so sorry. Basic exponent rules. So with this would seem to indicate that this too has a even power. So the only answer choice left is B, and we can see that it cannot simplify any further and does in fact have a odd power, making it not a perfect square. Question 8 states, that rhymed, find the value of the expression, this thing that I will not read. Sorry guys, I know that was, I don't even know what I was gonna say there, I'm sorry. So let's think about how to solve this. First of all, I personally whenever I see something like this and see that, oh my gosh, all of the terms are even, I immediately do this. I take this expression and I factor a 2 out of it. So what I mean by that is I say, look at that. Each term in there has been multiplied by 2 in some way. So like 100 equals 50 times 2, 98 equals 49 times 2, 96 equals 47 times 2. Or what? No, 48 times 2. I'm sorry. So because we've seen that, we can now write this expression as 2 factored out, 2 parentheses, 50 minus 49 plus, I'm blanking, 48 minus 47, dot, 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 4 minus 3 plus 2 minus 1. Now, when you see an expression like this on, almost any test, what they're really asking you is find a way to simplify the expression or group all of the terms in some way that it telescopes or it becomes simple. So what we can see here is that these group, we can not assume, we can know that all of the terms in these dot dot dots would also group, and these would group, and these would group. So we can now take these and see that 50 minus 49 would be 1. This would also be 1. 1. Woo! We got ourselves a very, very simplified expression. The only problem now is to determine how many groups or how many ones would be in those parentheses. So we can do that by looking at, I'm about to say something, but I forgot. We can do this by looking at what's not immediately obvious. Let's look at these terms. There are many ways to count the number of groups in these parentheses, but the way I like to think about it is look at all of these. For each, let's call this group 1, group 2, group 3, this wouldn't be group 3. We'll see what group it is. Let's not label it for now. But this is group 1, and this first term is 2. This is group 2, and this term right here is 2, and this term right here is 4. So what we can see is that this group number is equal to this over 2, this over 2. So we can see that this would also be group number 24, group number 25. So from that, we can garner that this expression equals, because there are 25 ones, 2 times 25, which equals 50, which equals C as our answer. Question 9 states, what is the sum of the distinct prime integer divisors of 2016? So let's make a factor tree of 2016. Let's just go by prime factors, not anything like 4 or 8. Let's just do 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, even though it might take a little more time. So you just kind of go on like this. It's okay if you can't do this in your head. I know, God, when I first started doing these in my head, I don't know why, it was pretty hard for me. I ran out of room. I'll just continue this over here, just sort of. Okay, so from this, we can see that the prime divisors, the various prime divisors that make up the number 2016 are 2, 3, and 7. So the sum of those numbers would be 2 plus 3 plus 7, that equals 12. So if you didn't understand the problem, I'll just kind of like explain it a little bit. I guess the sum of the distinct integer prime divisors of 2016 would really just be the sum of the different types of prime divisors that 2016 has, and those wouldn't just be all divisors, it would just be the prime ones. So that would be 2, 3, 7. Okay? Yeah. Question 10 states, suppose that a star b means 3a minus b. What is the value of x if 2 star parentheses 5 star x equals 1? So the first thing we would need to calculate here would be 5 star x. 5 star x. So 5 star x would be 3 times 5 minus x because of this thing right here. That fact, not thing. So that would be 15 minus x. So now we would need to find 2 star, sorry, that looks different from the last one I did. Let's keep these consistent. 2 star 15 minus x. So that would be, sorry, I'm blanking. 3 times 2 minus 15 minus x, or minus parentheses 15 minus x. So that would equal 6 minus 15 plus x, which would equal 9, or negative 9 plus x, sorry. So we know that this equals 1. It equals that. So because these two are now equal, we can now extrapolate. Sure. We can now see that negative 9 plus x equals 1. So add 9 to both sides, x equals 10. So that would be answer choice D. Thank you guys so much for watching. The rest of the problems will be uploaded in a separate video later, so stay tuned for that and more math content in the future.